afternoon. It's a pleasure to see many of you again. It's by now I think we're becoming old friends. We wanted to speak to you and take your questions. From my point of view, I think we've had a very successful 2 days here. You will hear more about the conference, but my purpose in coming to Algiers was first of all to attend the conference and express our support of the goals outlined in the conference, our commitment to achieving the goals outlined in the conference, and to announce the North African Partnership for Economic Opportunity. President Obama has many times reaffirmed his interest and our government's interests of pursuing new forms of engagement with Muslim-majority countries to help create jobs and develop strong private sector and the governments in North Africa. We have had, in addition to attending the conference, we have had excellent meetings with several Algerian government officials, and we have been encouraged by how we have been able to share the same objectives as expressed in the North African Partnership for Economic Opportunity. This will be my last day here in Algiers. Hopefully not the last. I'll be back again. And from here we will go to 3 other countries in the Maghreb in order to promote and in order to really start making concrete efforts to implement in this North African Partnership for Economic Opportunity. Thank you, and let me pass the table to my friend and my colleague, Ambassador David Pierce.
Merci, Monsieur le Secrétaire adjoint. Je suis très heureux avec la visite de Monsieur Fernandez parce qu'il est le plus il est le responsable dans le bureau, dans le département d'État responsable pour les affaires, la politique économique pour le monde entier. Et je pense que sa visite signifie, c'est un symbole positif de notre vouloir de développer les relations économico-commerciales entre l'Algérie et les États-Unis. Et bien sûr, cette conférence est aussi un signe de la volonté des États-Unis de solidifier les relations en général avec les pays du Maghreb. Alors, merci bien. Et je passe maintenant à notre collègue du Conseil d'affaires, Ismaël Chekkou.
Merci, ambassadeur. Et merci encore une fois au secrétaire d'État adjoint pour les affaires économiques. Au nom du Conseil d'affaires, nous tenons sincèrement à remercier le département d'État américain pour nous avoir donné cette opportunité de travailler ensemble et d'organiser ensemble cette première que je qualifierais d'historique entre les États-Unis et le Maghreb. Je tiens sincèrement à remercier le secrétaire d'État adjoint, M. José Fernandez, pour avoir initié toute cette initiative et comme l'avait si bien dit l'ambassadeur, il gère un petit peu les affaires économiques à travers le monde au département d'État. Et il a tenu donc, si vous voulez, à mettre dans son agenda le Maghreb. Et nous en sommes très heureux. Et nous tenons sincèrement à vous remercier pour cet effort et de venir jusqu'à Alger promouvoir cette initiative. Une initiative qui aidera le Maghreb en général dans son développement.
Merci, bonjour. Je m'appelle Jasmine Nahas Di Florio et je suis la vice-présidente de la Fondation Éducation pour l'Emploi. This is my first trip to Algeria. I've traveled throughout the Middle East, from Yemen to Palestine, and I'm very happy to finally be in Algeria. So I work with a nonprofit organization, an NGO, and I want to share a couple of thoughts about the role of our organization and briefly comment on the conference. So we are a network of locally run organizations. We incubate and support locally run foundations. For example, we have EFE Egypt, EFE Palestine, EFE Yemen. And they're not branches, they're actually locally run independent organizations. We invite the private sector and members of the education community and civil society to serve on the board. So we have leading business members of Yemen, Palestine, etc., who run the organization in their country, and all of the staff are national from that country. And the foundations are all brought together in the network where we in the United States and also in Europe provide technical support, fundraising support, programming support as true partners, but we leave the governance and the day-to-day management to our partners in country. What do? Our focus is to provide economic opportunity for young people in the Middle East and North Africa. We have two main programs. Direct job placement, we help young people obtain jobs, and we also support entrepreneurship. So what is distinctive is we're demand-driven. We start with the private sector. We talk to local business leaders and understand where are the jobs. We then understand from the private sector what are the skill-based competencies, the training and leadership development that the employers need in order to be willing to hire young people. And we have found that in this region, employers are searching for skills such as communication, teamwork, leadership, and these are the kinds of skills that are not taught in public schools, universities. And there's a lack of apprenticeships and internships and practical training for young people to be able to present themselves to companies. So we provide that type of training. We partner with local organizations to provide that training. So just one brief comment on our role as a nonprofit organization. So we are non-political, neutral, so we can bring together the business community, educational institutions, young people with whom we work from various communities, and also we work with governments. So, and this is something that's been very powerful in the United States, this what we call this triangle of private sector, government, and civil society, or NGOs. NGOs play a very vital role in bringing together all of these actors to advance the public good. Just a brief comment then on the conference and the panel that I was moderating this morning. The panel was on leadership and training development in North Africa, and it reflects one of the 5 pillars of the North Africa Partnership for Economic Opportunity that the Assistant Secretary mentioned. So this was just an initial discussion, the first step, to bring together the various stakeholders from the private sector and civil society to get their ideas for the best program design and implementation approach to take in this pillar for leadership and training. And some very good ideas emerged today and will be pursued along with collecting additional ideas from many stakeholders. We talked about the need for integrated cross-border programming that includes apprenticeships, internships, training. And our belief is that since the young people of these countries are the future business leaders, the more they are in contact in terms of joint training and internships and other programs, the more integrated the economies and their businesses will be in the future. So it's really a pleasure to be here, and as I said, we come in the spirit of partnership. We respect the local knowledge, local contacts. We believe that by partnering with people from the countries here is the greatest hope for scale and sustainability of the programs, because what's very important is this is a long-term project that can be sustained over time and can be scaled. And we think this model of partnering with local leadership and businesses and educational institutions is the best way to address the 2 challenges of any program.
So my name is Naeem Zafar, and I was born in Pakistan and came to United States 31 years ago with $300 in my pocket. So now I'm an electrical engineer and been working, I did 6 startup companies, and now I've been living in Silicon Valley last 20 years. And for the last 5 years, I'm teaching entrepreneurship and innovation at the University of California, Berkeley. So my mission in life is to take the best export America has produced, which is the spirit of entrepreneurship. So I've been very moved since President Obama's initiative, and being a Muslim and from a Muslim country, reaching out to Muslim majority country may be the best diplomatic effort U.S. has taken in recent years. So I travel extensively. I've been to 75 countries, but it's the first time in Algeria, and I'm very happy to see the sense of enthusiasm and openness. So I'm going to let you guys ask questions, so I'll stop right here.
Bonsoir, c'est Ahmed Mosbah du quotidien L'Expression. Je lisais un communiqué ce matin comme quoi il y avait une signature d'un accord sur les douanes. Est-ce que lors de vos discussions du secrétaire d'État hier avec les officiels algériens, il y a eu d'autres sujets économiques qui étaient au programme en dehors des douanes, et lesquels, si c'était le cas?
Je vais parler à propos de l'accord de douane, et le secrétaire adjoint va répondre à propos des réunions en général qu'il a eues. Nous sommes très heureux avec l'accord de douane parce que, en effet, depuis longtemps, il y avait une coopération pratique entre les États-Unis et l'Algérie sur le sujet de douane. Programme de formation, entraînement, etc. Mais maintenant, il y a un accord juridique pour continuer et développer cette coopération. Et à mon avis, ça c'est important parce que ça fait partie d'une coopération bilatérale plus large. Pas seulement sur le plan douanier, mais économique, sécuritaire, et je pense que la visite de la secrétaire adjointe même est un symbole de notre intention d'intensifier et développer les relations bilatérales, et en particulier les relations économique, commerciale hors hydrocarbures. Et je suis sûr que nous allons travailler avec les douanes algériens pour développer les capacités et la coopération mutuelle dans les années à venir. Merci.
Je dois parler en anglais, je m'excuse. As I mentioned, we've had some very fruitful discussions with several government officials here, and we have been heartened by the reception that we've received and the warm welcome we've received. And something that I was very glad to hear is that, generally speaking, the government officials with whom I had the pleasure of speaking shared the desire to promote entrepreneurship as a way of creating jobs among young people and also creating wealth. In addition to entrepreneurship, we also discussed more general topics such as trade and how to deepen economic relations. So we talked about expanding trade. We talked about expanding aviation relations and commerce in general. We also talked about our interest in having U.S. companies pursue more investments in Algeria, work on the many infrastructure projects that have been announced by your government. So this is a good start. And I think now we have to implement the seeds that have been sown here, and this will be our objective in the coming months.